dream. Alrighty, folks, welcome. This is going to be a fixed race at Richmond. Just an 11-car field, so pretty small field here. I'm starting third in the number 4 car for a 90-lap race. Should be a pretty fun one. Might just go green.
This race seems to have a long run feel to it. See who's in here.
Yeah, hoping for a long run. Should be a good race, guys. Looking forward to it.
Get that thing cleaned out real well. Get ready to go green.
New in-game overlay comes with a good graphic that shows distance. That'd be really helpful, Tubbsy. I might have to check that out. If you could pop a link in there, that'd be awesome. I don't restrict links in chat, so if you want to throw a link there for anyone who wants to check that out, that'd be cool. Got a good start there, trying to work to the inside of Sergio. Coming off too. I know Sergio's going to fight me tooth and nail for this thing, but
still there.
If I can get in front of him, that'd be great.
Still there.
Although I actually want to be on the inside line for restarts.
He's still there.
Versus the outside.
He's still there. Clear high.
Cleared him.
The gap in front is now 1.1 seconds.
Oh, and Sergio messed up again going down into 3, and he lost a spot to the 2. That's why I don't like the outside line. You get stuck up there, it's no good. If this race has that long run feel, it's not going to matter where I restart.
Yes, sir. I'm just going to ride for a bit.
So, got second.
The leader's just done a 20.0. The guy behind has just done a 21.3.
Josh has so much more speed at this track. I don't know if any of us are going to have anything for him. Just trying to watch and learn his line and see if I can improve mine on this long run and keep this pack of wolves at bay that's
that last lap was at 21.5.
behind me. Overshot the entry into 1 there a little bit. Managed to stay in front of Joshua there on exit though. Good thing I'm going to lunch after this because I'm getting hungry.
B2.
Joshua's really working on my bumper. Taking a peek to the inside.
Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Still there.
Running real close, coming off more.
21.7. Still there.
And he's got the spot.
Okay, John. The next car is Johnston. He's still there.
Now Sergio's trying to make that same pass.
Hold your line. Clear low.
He's got that too.
E4. That lap was at 21.8.
Taking a look back to the inside. Sergio overdrove 1 a little bit. I've got third back. Good racing back here for second place. Too bad this isn't the race for the win. That'd be really exciting, but Josh just has this field covered.
E3, you've just done a 21.8. You pull it away. The gap behind is now 0.5.
9 laps in. Running third place. Good battling. Hope this continues this whole race.
That was 21.6.
I do not run triples, Tubbsy. I'm single monitor. I'm going to try to get triples at some point. I would love to make that upgrade. I don't know if my video card would be able to handle it, honestly. So I might need to upgrade the PC a little bit to get that all working right. I actually would really like to make an upgrade to the PC because I would love to be able to run max settings in race. It would just, I was watching one of my races on YouTube recently and just noticed that the lighting and everything just doesn't look great on with how low I have to put the detail down on the big screen. So I'd love to be able to get a new PC upgraded at some point and be able to run trips and also run the game on higher settings. Make it look a little bit better for you guys.
That's BS for
P3.
4X. We only just barely touched. That's baloney.
I saw that little bit of contact back there. I'm surprised that that was a 4X2. That doesn't seem right. Looks like Joshua's overdriving things a little bit, scrubbing his right front and running a little bit higher line. I might be able to reel him back in if that is in fact the case. Josh, on the other hand, is just set sail. He's got a 5-second lead now. So the race is on for second through
Not sure why I
fifth.
gave us 4X there, Josh.
That was 21.8.
This 5 car's really come alive now.
Could have been a little net code kicked in on you.
That last lap was 21.7.
It's crazy trying to both track down the 2 and keep the 5 at bay. But I am tracking him down, and I have kept the 5 at bay for now.
21.6.
It's all about consistency. 2's pushed his stuff a little bit too hard, I think. And he's fallen back into our clutches. Five is right on my bumper too.
21.7.
Come on. Good, consistent lap times. That's what we're looking for. I don't know if the leader's backed his pace off or if he used up his tires a little bit, but it seems like he's not pulling away at the same rate that he was earlier.
Inside. Still there.
Now they've got the 5 to the inside of me.
Still there. Gap to Johnston in front is now 0.7. Still there. Clear line.
Not going to fight him too hard for that. I'll tuck in behind him and see if I can learn something from what he's running. Might be able to work back. Cornish, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that.
P4.
Starting to get better at picking up that notification out of the corner of my eye while I'm racing. Well, if this continues and runs green the whole way, it looks like I should be able to hold on to a top 5, assuming that the tires stay on it. We've kind of got a little 4-car breakaway for second
That was,
through fifth.
21.8.
So those of you who bet top 5, hopefully that stays safe. I don't want to jinx anything. But we've got a good little race going here. Not going to be much in the way of championship points with this low participation. But, you know, there's always iRating and safety rating on the line. And it's just about the fun of it. Points are points, you know. There's no big prize given away at the end of the season, although it would be cool. If I get a Division II certificate this season, I'm definitely going to frame that and put that on the wall because that's an achievement in and of itself. As I always say, celebrate the wins, celebrate the good stuff. Celebrate the good stuff and let the bad stuff just kind of roll off your shoulder. Remember that it's all supposed to be fun. So here we go,
P4.
diving it down in there. Once again, the 2 sliding way wide. Seems to be getting an okay exit off of turn 2 that way. The 5 is closed right to his bumper. is going to get a run, and I'm going to try to dive in there and get a run too. Oh, the 2 blocked it that time. Might not be able to get away at that one twice. Now the 5 definitely has a run inside going into 3. 2 washes up. 5's there. Let's see. 2's going to try to fight. 2's been running the outside line, so he might actually be really tough to pass when we get to him, but the 5's just going to keep working on him and should be able to get that spot away from him eventually. There, the 2 washes high again. He's just been taking a higher exit off 4 than the rest of us have.
You've just done a 22.0.
It's working for him in terms of being able to defend the spot right now. But once the 5 gets by, I'll be there ready to pounce. It's another incentive for him to defend so hard because he could be losing 2 or 3 spots, not just the 1.
Lap times are pretty consistent.
Because I'm going to try to get by him if the 5 does, and then Sergio's right there too. I really think that as this run continues to go on, though, the 2, with the line that he's taking, I think that he's putting a little bit of abuse on the right front. That was costly.
Hold your line.
That might give the spot back to Sergio. Sergio's
Inside clear.
really aggressive, man. He just runs me up the track. Sorry, what was that? I don't know if he was apologizing or if he was yelling at me.
P5, that was 22.4.
Had to lift a little bit going off turn 2. Look at the 2 with the crossover back underneath the 5. This is great stuff. Oh, they hit. Oh, and the 5 retaliates.
2, you're an idiot. You're an asshole and an idiot. All
The gap behind is now
My
1.2
goodness.
seconds. Still there.
That was unfortunate.
Clear inside.
Asshole move.
And now the 2's got damage too.
Oh, Josh, I didn't know it was you,
That
man.
last lap was a
Whoa.
23.0.
That just took both of those cars out, so I ought to be able to get a 3rd without much
You get loose?
effort at this point. And if we can catch up to Sergio and get back by him, this could be a 2nd place finish.
22.1.
So for those of you, by the way, that reminds me, for those of you who follow my channel on YouTube, I created a couple of new playlists. I've got one that's going to be a collection of all my wins, and another one that's going to be a collection of all my top 5s. And I'll probably put together a rec playlist at some point too, because I know that those are fun to watch.
Is now 0.6.
But this one's going to be added to the top 5 playlist, assuming that things continue to go well here. Ooh. 35 laps on the tires now. We're still not halfway. And if this ends up being a 90-lap run, these tires are going to be shredded by the end of this thing. With that in mind, I really want to make sure that I'm not abusing them too much.
P4, that lap was a 22.1.
2's. See, I think that the 2 is really abusing that right front, and it's just going to kill him on the long run. Running right with these guys, just kind of stalking the 3 and the 2. Looking for an opportunity. I know that the 1's gone,
Yeah.
but I would like, if there is a caution, I'd like to be in front of these guys at that point. So, quicker I can get past them, the better. Flame Mitch, how's it going? Welcome. Thanks for saying hi. Sorry, I'm not super responsive in chat. There I go. I read chat and I lose a half a second. That's why. I'm just really focusing on trying to track these guys down. We got a good battle going here at Richmond for second. Yeah, it's good on fuel here at Richmond. Some of the A Fixed races, they'll... I like it when they work it in a pit stop, but that's usually on the 1.5 miles, not the short tracks. Sergio is just tracking that 2-car down. There he slides wide again. I don't know if Sergio's going to use the bumper on him or not. We'll find out.
Was that 22.3?
Closing in on halfway. Bets are going to close at the end of lap 45. So if you guys haven't gotten a bet in yet, go ahead and drop it in there. Vince, how's it going, man?
The gap in front is
Having a lot of fun with this one. I was having fun in the Darlington race until I wrecked myself out of it. So, there goes the 2.
That was 22.
Spun down in the grass though, so that should stay green as well. I don't think that was contact. I think he just lost it on the front straight, which is really easy to do. No one can understand what Sergio is saying. He's just keying the button and shouting things.
P3.
I think he said good save. Then Joshua disconnected. That's too bad, man. Joshua's having a good... Oh, goodness me. I think the 1's going to win this race by a full lap. He's only 9 seconds back of us, and we're battling for second.
22.3. That's good consistency. Keep it up.
Just shows you the difference in skill that you can have at these things. The 1's in another galaxy in terms of speed here versus the rest of us.
Everybody's doing a good job. Long ways to go, fellas. Long ways. Right?
That's halfway.
Okay, John, you're halfway home. Got plenty of fuel. You've just done a 22.3.
Trying to stick with Sergio, and hopefully my tires hold up better than his for the back half of this run. I know that Sergio tends to be a little bit rougher on his equipment than some of the other guys. Ooh, and he just got into the wall there.
The gap in front is now 0.5.
And second matters, because you never know. I mean, if the 1 has issues, discos or something like that,
P3.
this would then become the battle for the win. So you always want to fight it out like it's for the win, every position. Staying in contact with him right now. A little bit loose off two there. A little bit loose off 4. Tires are really starting to wear. This is a good race.
Hey, Josh, come low down here when we get to it.
Three tenths now.
That was 22.4.
Still 4.
P3.
5 hasn't fallen that far back from us, even though he's got that damage. Our lap times are almost identical. Just keeping that gap pretty much exactly the same.
That was a 22.4.
I'm running a little bit lower than Sergio and still keeping the thing down there, so I think my tires might be a little bit better than his. He's running a lane up, but making that higher lane work right now. It's going to be really hard to get past him if I get to him because he's working the high lane. He kind of bobbled on corner entry there. That brought me right to his bumper.
That was a 22.3.
Now he goes down to the lower lane to try to block my run. And that actually worked out okay for him. Bobbled a little bit off 4 there. Gave back the couple tenths that I had closed back in on him. Coming up on a lap car that
The gap ahead is now 0.5.
hopefully he doesn't mess with us too much. There we go.
Car outside. Car outside.
Both of us cleared him okay. As it should be, that's good. Sergio's back to running his higher line, and I'm back to trying to track him down. It's loose again. I hate when it gets loose like that.
22.5.
Tires have really given up. I'm just not able to stick with them. I'm going to try this higher line a little bit.
0.7.
See if that goes easier on the tires. Lost another little bit, but I got a better run down the straightaway. That's good.
22.6.
So now I'm trying the higher line out just to see if there's something up there with the worn tires that I can make it work. Seems like I've stopped the bleeding at least. Sergio doesn't seem to be pulling away from me as much, and I might be able to run him down again. Kind of on uncharted territory. I haven't been this long on a tire run in the A car all week. If we get a caution, I like my chances of being able to get back by Sergio potentially, but
That lap was a 22.7.
now he's worked a pretty good gap, so I'm really going to have to work and hit my marks consistently to run him down. 27 laps to go.
The gap behind is now 1.7. The gap
Okay.
in front is now 1.6. P3.
I'll catch up with you guys, Mom, after this race is over. Sailor T is my mom, for those of you guys who don't know. It's always fun having her watching the stream. All right, 1.9 seconds.
That last
2
lap was
seconds.
22.7.
Links between 2 and 1.9. Now it's 2.2. I've kind of lost the feel of it a little bit. I need to get back in a rhythm that works for me. Sergio's pulling away. Chedster, thanks for the follow.
You've just
Appreciate
done
that.
a 22.7.
I think I've cooked the rear tires of all things, because it's where I'm having the most trouble getting to hook up is on exit. But I think part of that is because the right front's gone, so I'm putting more wheel into it, and then when the back catches, my wheels are turned more than they should be.
22.8. The gap behind is now 1.2.
Five's closing back in as I'm struggling.
P3.
It's too bad, man. I was looking forward to a good race with Sergio right to the finish. Need to find a new line to run and at least defend this third place spot.
Alright, John, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up. That lap was at 22.7.
22.7. Looked like the gap's stabilized a little bit. Sergio is maybe pulling away from me. I just overdrove it into 3 again. Need to back that corner up a little bit more than I have been. 1 and 2, I'm doing okay.
The guy behind's reeling you in. The gap's now 0.6.
He really is reeling me in quick. Even with the damage, the 5's pulling closer and closer each lap.
That was 22.8. Lap times
And
pretty
the 1's
consistent.
right behind him, so I think the 1 is going to end up lapping the field here.
Staying high.
Car outside. Clear high.
Outside.
Looks like the 1's still running right on the bottom.
P3.
So I'm going to go back down there. Even with these worn tires, I think that that's still faster.
You've just done a 22.7.
Now I'm drifting high again. Gives the 5 a run. Lost it again coming off of 4.
22.7.
That's been happening way too much.
You're clear outside.
Clear.
Wow. Just trying to keep the thing under me and hold that position. No, I gotta let the 1 by.
In front is now 4.4 seconds. Still there. Inside's clear.
Inside.
Got a car low.
5 uses the fact that I'm taking a high line through 1 and 2 to let the 1
Still
by.
there. Clear low.
Ah, sorry 5, I hit the wall. We both managed to save it. Still running third.
Car
Inside.
down low. Clear low.
Didn't do too much damage.
That's 12 X's I've got from people just hitting me.
Sorry, man. I bounced it off the wall. I didn't mean to get into you, dude.
That lap was a 22.8. Car outside. Clear high.
You need it.
I know he's frustrated, but I'm not just going to give him the spot.
Outside. Clear outside.
You need it.
I still want to finish third. Got about 10 laps to go. Let's see, the 1's going to track down Sergio. I think he is going to lap the entire field. I said that a couple times, but I really think that it's about to happen here. He's putting on a show. Yeah, I think that he's seeing the red mist right now. Okay, 5. If you keep knocking my bumper off, man, I will put you in the wall for real, dude, and just DQ you. Okay. There he went. Did that to himself.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now 5.2. P3.
Yeah, he DQ'd himself. He deserved that. Guy's a jerk. Whatever. Well, I don't know. I mean, I've raced with the guy. He just lost his head. It's just stupid. Thanks for the intentional there, 5. Really appreciate that. Class act. So now I end up with an 8X because of his idiocy. Oh well. Got 10 laps to go.
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 5.9.
Whoa!
Oh, hold on, Mark.
Yeah, just barely. Well, this is going to be good. We got Ehut. Thanks for the follow, man. Really appreciate that.
7.9.
So it looks like we're going to come home with a third place finish. Yeah, it's all from that 5 car. I didn't have a scratch on it until we got to racing, and the first contact was my fault. I hit the wall and it sent me off into him, although the reason I hit the wall is that he was running me so close on the back straight, and I just twitched a little bit.
23.2.
But everything else was all him just beating my back bumper off for no reason. And that's right, it only gives you up to 14 next, so once he got that last 4X, he was done. Yeah, thanks, Marcio. It's always good to get a save like that. I don't like having to make saves, but I like being able to make saves, if that makes sense. You know, and you get enough practice in iRacing, you're going to get plenty of opportunities to
the gap to Hill
practice making saves.
7.8 seconds.
Best advice I can give you on how to make a good save is back completely out of the gas, so that you can use all of the grip that the tires have with the steering wheel to try to readjust. That's usually, you know, people get themselves into trouble if they try to keep their foot in it. Once you feel that the car's gone, back out of the throttle, and you'll be able to save it usually. So let's see. Josh has another one more lap maybe to get Sergio. Looks like he's not going to do it, so Sergio will finish on the lead lap.
2 laps left. Come on, you're looking good for a podium. That lap was a 23.
Got the podium at least. I'll take it. 3rd place in the number 4 car. Yeah, you got to wait for a little bit, because when you think it's saved, the weight's still shifted up. Nice win, Josh. Good racing with you, Sergio, man. That was fun. I don't know what happened there at the end. I think my tires fell off a little bit, and I lost my rhythm for a bit. But that was fun racing with you.
7.4 seconds.
Everybody, great weekend. Yeah, man. Everybody, good job.
The leader's pitting now.
That was crazy.
Yeah, good race, guys. Yeah,
I'm going to get going here and go grab some lunch. I'll probably be back on a little bit later for another couple races.
And we'll try to get weight.
Going to put it down in the...
Ron, did you copy me on the weight?
Yeah, you got to wait to get back on the gas. when you're trying to save the things for Sir. So let's see. First thing, what lap was that save on? It'll be the slowest lap in these last few. Let's see. Is it this one? It was one of these. I think it's this one here. Yep, there we go. Sideways. Just barely saved it. So that was fun. Let's see. Let's go back and cover what happened with the 5. So here we go. I get lapped. 5 cuts down to the inside of me. This is my fault. I go up into the wall and come down across his front end. So that's on me. He's given me plenty of room. I just, I don't know what it was, but for whatever reason, I'm trying to give him room down to the inside. And I just, you know, got the wall. It's a stupid mistake on my part. Let me see if it'll make more sense watching from far, Chase, because I get up there.
I only got inside you one lap when you hit the wall, and I wasn't nowhere near you.
No, I know. I'm watching it right now. You were giving me room. I honestly don't know why I went up and clipped the wall there.
Anyway, man, I apologize. I just got irritated, and I took it out on you, and it's just I'm sorry.
I understand, man. It happens to all of us. Yeah, I think that might have been avoided if I would have had triples, because you had enough room, but when I'm watching, it's like you made a little move, and then I saw that in my ear, and in my mirror, and I reacted to that, and that's what put me in the wall. I was just you kept coming up off of 2, and I kind of did a little bit of an overreaction. That's what put me in the wall, but that was my mistake. I should have just held the wheel straight. So there's that contact.
Man. I just had a rough race. I mean, me and Sergio got into it. He got into me getting off the corner, and then Josh was like direct into me, slamming the wall when I was taking second. And then, you and I had our issues, and that was 12X right there when you and I got together. And then when I hit you in the bumper, that did anything. It was just, my fault. I should have known that I had one. But anyway, sorry again.
All good, man. Just one of those deals where, try as best as possible not to let one mistake turn into a bunch of them. It's good racing with you. I look forward to racing with you again, man. No worries, no hard feelings. But yeah, so he proceeded to beating on my bumper, which I appreciate the apology for that. Yeah, I understand him being irritated at that point. Let's see if we can get it and just... Yep. That's about as obvious as it gets. Okay. So let's see. I want to go back and I want to take a look at where was the contact between him and the 2? So there'll be a lap when they're right side by side. That was a pretty fun race. Really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you to Tubsy for the host. Thanks to, let's see, Vita for the follow. Thank you to Polipino93 for the follow. Thank you to Nicaraguan for the 15-bit cheer. Really appreciate that, man.
It was like Johnson intentionally tried that.
Thanks
Look
to
at lap 31.
Luger UK for the follow. Thanks to iCommish for the follow. Thanks to Chedster36 for the follow. And thanks to eHut for the follow. Really appreciate you guys. Yeah, I'm watching it right now. Lap 30 here. It's inside. 2 gets the wall a little bit. 5's passed. 2 gets a run off. The 2 car got a run off of 2. Tries the crossover here. Gets to the inside. I don't think the 2 did anything intentional. It looks, honestly, it looks really similar to the deal between you and me, where you guys are racing so tight coming off the corner. It looks like either you clip the wall a little bit or something, but you come down off the wall a little bit and get together. And then I actually thought that you were trying to take him out after the contact.
I played the 5th.
All right, so I see that. Yeah, his car does a weird jerk. I wonder if that was netcode, but yeah, his car did a weird jerk to the right there. That's bizarre. He got, and I remember he said in the chat that he got loose, I think. But yeah, you can see that his back end breaks a little bit, and he corrects right, and that's what puts him into you. See, back end steps out there, and boom, right into the wall.
That was just sucked, man, because I had my brake dialed back to 50 since the beginning of the race, and you guys, I don't know where you guys were, but I think that's probably why I was catching you in the end there too, because I had most of my brakes toward the back, and I was able to keep it running good, and keep them burning up my front tires.
Yeah, that's probably it. I set my brake to 63, so I definitely burned up my right front more than you did.
How are you able to finish? Like, it only gives me like 25, 50, 75%.
I ended up with 73% on the right front.
Oh, you're talking about tires?
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the brake bias? I set it to 63% before the race, and then I didn't touch it at all through the race. But it lets me adjust it in 0.5% increments. All right, man, good racing with you. Hope to see you out there again. I got to get going. All right, folks. That was a pretty fun race. Got a top 5 at Richmond. Had some really good racing there, especially early on in the race. And some drama and some tempers. So, you know, good stuff to watch while you're consuming popped corn. 3rd place, 1 lap down, 110 points, 36 iRating, lost 0.03 safety rating. So, all told, not too bad. See, look at this, man. This really hurts. He lost 0.56 SR. That sucks. That didn't need to happen. Anyway,